ball as the Texans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. So here's Ka'imi Fairbairn to do underway here on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
No, 7-1.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
No, we lost. Yeah. 7. They 7-2.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo.
I wish you would.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll toss it to Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Dang, heavy hitters out there, man.
And it's 3rd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility,
hey man, you don't need to look at this last screen,
I love
man.
to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills.
Out there
The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond?
I thought you don't need to look at this last screen.
The defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Niggas in hard.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180! We own it!
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Send the boys.
Send the boys. Will get the credit for the sack.
Send the boys.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite.
Send the boys out.
No, not at all. You have a coach explained to me years
Send the
ago
boys
that for
out.
some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
He going for it. I don't blame you. Should go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, watch the slit. Watch the slit. I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Hey,
Well,
Glee, you watch this, man.
you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Watson now going to run the option right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
I've been holding it.
2 first downs,
Been holding that play
up to
for
the
long.
41 now for 1st
He's
and
going to
10.
end up biting for it.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Back to mine.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard you receive.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they're able to retain possession.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays. And
he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just following behind them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here. Starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
Here we go.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Damn, punt that rock, man.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. This is Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time. Everyone got 4
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Throwing over the middle, it's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also have New Orleans at Chicago and Philly visiting Dallas on Sunday night.
That is a huge one in the NFC East.
Yeah, both teams 3-3. The winner will have the lead in that division. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
17 yards on the pickup. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Yeah.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Watson on 3rd down. Finding Fells complete. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he's in. touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of the night, as they're an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Get by a cup of water.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. You got 3 down.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line.
21. Here we go.
They run with Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Come on, let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete.
Come on, boy.
Come on. 2nd down.
Come on, boy.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got Fuller. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Fuller there to make the ground.
Lift some weights, baby.
The Texans have retaken Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession.
I've been waiting for that mess all game.
At the
I know you like a book.
36-yard line.
And
yeah, go out there and get my own
job
self.
Defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball.
That is called Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins. That's a bad man. That's a bad man.
Further out in front.
That's a bad man. That's a bad man.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this is intercepted.
Nigga, you don't see me hold that nigga.
Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
You don't see me holding that nigga. How many times you gonna throw it to me?
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Going deep for Hopkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now Garoppolo.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary Conley, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. On the move to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing now, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Now it's Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,
steal, my man.
and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Oh, man. Good game, man. Sorry to do.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
I'm gonna pick a different team, man. I'm gonna pick a different team, man. How about that?